It is back to school time. I know the world has been upside down for a while now, but they are going to change once again as we are moving into the middle of August and school time's just weeks away, which means we may not have the time to cook those amazing and healthy meals for the whole family. But fear not, we have some expert advice for you this morning. Joining us once again, we have Abby with Profile by Sanford with some great advice, maybe some tips and tricks to make things a little easier. Hi, Abby. Great to see you again.
Good morning, Lisa. How are you?
I am great. And okay, I wasn't really nervous about back to school and schedules until then I realized we're going to talk about back to school and schedules. And, we want to visit a little bit because life just gets even busier, right, when school starts.
Right. I think the greatest thing that I want to take everybody to take away from this is just knowing that it's not going to be awesome like it used to be maybe, but we're going to find a new awesome, right? And just really find that time for ourselves, even when we don't have the same schedule that maybe we're used to.
I love that.
So
That's why you're like a life coach. Just, it's going to be okay. We're going to make it through. I love that.
I need to say that to myself too. It's really fine. It's going to be okay. We're going to do this.
Okay, so life changes. We don't have as much time as we used to, no matter really what happens with school, whether it's in class, whether it's all at home or a hybrid. Let's talk a little bit about meal planning because you have some kind of tips for families.
Yeah, one thing I really want to talk about is meal planning or meal prepping for the whole week. So I think it's really important, even if you are homeschooling or even if you're at work sometimes, at home sometimes, whatever that looks like for you, really sit down one day a week, maybe it's Saturday, maybe it's Sunday, sit with your family, by yourself, whatever you need to do and really set out that schedule. Make sure you have all the foods available to you that are going to set you up for success while you're home, while you're away. We'll know what those days are going to be. So really set that time aside, plan it, buy all the cute little cups, write it down, do whatever you need to do to continue to be successful and put yourself at the forefront with your health and wellness journey.
Right, because we want to keep our families healthy and the kids eating good, healthy food. But as moms, sometimes it's hard if we're trying to diet or just stay on track with a healthy lifestyle. We put ourselves last. And then that turns into a fast food line sometimes.
Yeah, and it does. Or if you are working from home, you're like, well, I'll just grab the kids' foods. I will just grab this. And instead, really setting yourself up for success by meal planning, meal prepping, taking the time out and just reminding yourself it's okay as a mom, as a dad, whoever the caregiver is, to set time aside for yourself so that you know that you deserve that health and wellness journey.
Okay, so let's talk about a little bit of accountability as well, because first, it's nice to have a partner at home and your family helping you stay on track, but also that's what's so great about Profile. It also keeps you accountable.
Accountability is what makes us different from every other, program out there. We really are a lifestyle company. We're a lifestyle educator. That accountability can be great if you have friends that want to go to the gym or friends that are on Profile with you or friends that are just trying to do better, but also having Profile in your pocket. That is what our coaches do. We set goals with you. We make sure that you are staying on those goals. Your friends might not tell you, hey, you didn't do it this week. We got to do it next week. What are we going to do together to make those goals met, and what are you going to do for yourself this week? And that's what Profile that's what we do. We want to come alongside our members and really support them to get to those goals or to even just to stay on track a little bit more.
And I always love visiting with you because you're real too about being a mom and being busy and trying to balance all of it. But can you talk a little bit about when mom or dad, when you are sticking to your plan and being accountable, that's a lesson that the kids are learning. They're also benefiting from you being healthy.
Oh my goodness. Every time my kids have a meal, they'll say, well, I better have my healthy foods before my fun foods. We never shame foods. We never say you can't have that. It's just the thought process that goes into taking care of yourself. That is a lesson for our kids. The thought process that goes into stepping back and saying, do I need to eat this food? Or is this going to be nutritionally beneficial for myself? and not in a negative way, not in a way that's going to create stigmas around food. It's just really recognizing what does our bodies need, and being that role model for our kids is only going to set them up for success.
So you can still do Profile and eat with your family and do this together, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. We really want our members to learn how to eat dinner well and eat dinner as a family. And that's just talking about portion control. And it's talking about what is the serving of protein for my body? What is it for your body? You can sit down with your family and have dinner. You're going to just have to maybe think about it a little bit more. And that's what we want you to do. We want you to think about, what am I putting in my body? How am I preparing this meal? What are my measurements? What are my go-to foods for vegetables, things like that.
I love this. We've talked so much about pandemic pounds, and we've talked to you as well about trying to get back on track. But this might be just what we need. Back to school time, starting a new season, get everybody's diet or lifestyle back on track.
Yeah, and exactly. And that's just what it is. It's just keep reminding yourself that you're worth the time to set aside. You're worth the time to plan ahead. Whatever that looks like for you, and Profile's here to help you with that. Absolutely.
Abby, great to visit with you as always. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Lisa. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Coming up next here on North Dakota Today, we talked about it last week, and it happened, a very emotional tribute. 14 different veterans got their final respects. We're going to tell you all about it next here on North Dakota Today.